Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list published on January 20th, 2026, so just 2 days ago. It introduces Rebuttal Agent, a new framework that reframes the process of writing scientific rebuttals as an evidence-centric planning task to stop models from hallucinating results. The paper is titled Paper2Rebuttal, a multi-agent framework for transparent author response assistance. And as we'll see later, the improvements it shows over strong baselines like GPT-5 Mini are really quite significant for the peer review process. And for those interested in the implementation, the authors have shared their code on GitHub. So Figure 1 compares the author's new framework against existing methods. First, looking at the top row, labeled A, direct-to-text prompting often leads to hallucinated experiments, because the model treats the task as simple text generation rather than strategic reasoning. Next, in the middle row, B, interactive chat drafting improves things, but still suffers from being heavy on manual guidance and lacking a clear audit trail. Finally, the bottom row, C, introduces Rebuttal Agent. This approach uses a transparent pipeline that breaks down concerns and verifies a plan before drafting, which ensures every argument is linked to actual evidence. Alright, following up on that comparison, Figure 2 details exactly how the system works step by step. It starts on the left with input structuring, where the system parses the manuscript and breaks down reviews into atomic concern sets. Next, the green section shows the evidence construction phase, which builds a hybrid context by retrieving internal details and searching for external literature when necessary. Finally, the workflow moves to planning and drafting at the bottom. Here, a response strategist outlines arguments that are verified by a plan checker and optionally reviewed by the author, ensuring the final draft is accurate. Alright. Having established the pipeline, Figure 3 introduces the evaluation framework, Rebuttal Bench. On the left, Panel A analyzes the language from thousands of reviews in the corpus. The word cloud and histogram reveal that reviewers consistently prioritize concepts like novelty, clarity, and reproducibility. This insight informs the rubric design shown on the right in Panel B. Here, the benchmark evaluates rebuttals on 3 dimensions: relevance in blue, argumentation quality in green, and communication quality in orange. So, with the metrics defined, Table 1 presents the main performance outcomes. The rows group 4 state-of-the-art models, comparing each base model against its rebuttal agent counterpart. Across the 3 key categories, relevance, argumentation, and communication, we see consistent improvements marked by the green positive deltas. For instance, notice how the rebuttal agent framework boosts GPT-5 Mini's specificity by over 1.3 points. This confirms that the structured planning approach significantly helps models, especially smaller ones, anchor their arguments more effectively. Well, Table 2 digs deeper with an ablation study to pinpoint which modules drive these improvements. The first data column lists the full rebuttal agent performance, while the remaining columns show what happens when we remove input structuring, evidence construction, or the checker. Crucially, the evidence column reveals the steepest declines, with coverage dropping by 0.25 and specificity falling by 0.30. This confirms that external evidence retrieval is the most critical component for maintaining grounded responses. Wrapping up, 2 key takeaways stand out. Rebuttal Agent effectively transforms rebuttal writing from a risky generation task into a structured, verifiable workflow. By decoupling reasoning from drafting, it significantly reduces hallucinations and ensures scientific rigor. That's it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Thanks for listening.